This is Trevor. I met him because I recently went up to Canada where I taught a guillotine seminar at the O2 Training Center, and I had to see if purple belts in Canada were just as good as they were in the US. I pull guard trying to see what this hoser has planned for me, and all he does is put his arms around my legs. He's playing extremely defensive, so I go in towards the butterfly and get double underhooks on him, trying to elevate him, seeing where I can take this man. His first destination is towards the ankle guillotine. This seminar was on all chokes, so naturally I had to do the complete opposite technique when it actually came to rolling. After completing the sweep, I put my butt on his chest because I had to give him the full scent of America before I fell back and started diving in on his ankle lock again, going belly down for the submission. He's wondering if I have the strength in me to break his ankle, and guess what? I definitely do. If I'm a visitor at your gym, I'm still going to be a menace. However, if I ever want to teach a seminar anywhere else, I'm probably going to need to do the technique I actually showed. I'm wondering if he thought my technique was legitimate because he went exactly into the position I wanted him to be in, but he wasn't pushing me down to my back. Instead, he let me push off the mat and just latch up onto a chin strap guillotine. And this is textbook, right from the seminar. I got him with the guillotine and swapped out into the 100% sweep where I could go underhook on the opposite side. By pulling down his neck but punching forward on the underhook, it's easy to turn them over, and I already have the guillotine set up, so I just need to sit here and complete the submission. Now we're 1 minute into the video, but already 2 submissions deep, and I'm going to keep going until he decides to press assault charges. Now he's trying to be clever by pinching my insteps together from butterfly, but I know as long as his legs are crossed, he has no offense available. I make sure to keep my back off the mat so I can always engage an attack if necessary, and the second he leaves his neck out, I'm just going to do the same thing as before. I keep the borders safe by going for another guillotine, finishing another tap, and let's hope he changes the game plan. It's not looking too good for the Canuck because he lets me sit in butterfly, so I'm going to do a different thing. Let's test his wrestling out. I basically give him my back with a single leg, and I start coming up. He gets the gable grip, and I scoop underneath his leg so I can sit out to my hip, and guess what? I start scooping over the neck again, but he's keeping his head lower, making it tough for me to get the right angle over his neck for me to actually force a choke. However, it does let me do something different. It's the same 100% sweep we saw earlier. I'm like the US Army discovering oil in Canada, and I just keep going back to the well. This time I use it to try and go to back half, setting up a twister, except his hips are too far away. When his hips are like that, I can't keep his back flat on the mat. So after doing some light neck cranking, I decide to take top position, letting go of back half, and you're going to see a brand new submission from me. The one thing I needed in my guillotine game when they stay flat on the mat is I need to attack a north-south choke. All the way from white to black belt, I probably did a total of 5 north-south chokes in my life. But over the past few weeks, this number has gone all the way up into the hundreds, and he's going to make it at least 101. But following this quick submission, I want to say a few things. I'm hoping to put the guillotine seminar on YouTube so everybody can see it, but also if you want to get the best guillotine details possible, I'm running a sale right now with promo code CANADA. You can get a discount on my website for the Guillotine Mastery course, getting 15% off. It doesn't cover ankle guillotines like I'm hitting right here, but it's everything I showed from the seminar, plus so much more. And with all that being said, look at the biggest bicep in the world completely crush his ankle. Unfortunately, Trevor couldn't get out of that one, and it's been a lot of submissions so far. I'm happy to bring all this guillotine talent to the Canadian soil, but there's just a few more submissions I gotta get on this guy before this round is all over with. And I initiate my next attack by going underneath his leg looking for butterfly ashi. I suck at leg locks even as a black belt, but butterfly ashi is one of the leg entanglements I can actually take full advantage of. I use it to come up and I start driving my weight into him, seeing if I can latch onto anything along the way. And God, I feel bad for Trevor, but he leaves his neck so exposed that I have to take it. He willingly went to the underhook, so he doesn't have a hand-to-hand fight with, and I can just scoop up the neck to get another submission. The only thing he could have done better other than protecting his neck is wearing better gear. And you too can be wearing stylish gear like I'm wearing if you go to Xmartial.com. Xmartial.com has some great rash guards, apparel, shorts, gis, you name it. And with promo code Tyler10, you can get some of these great designs and at a discount. They've been supporting my jiu-jitsu journey for years now, and they're going to do the same for you. So make sure to go to Xmartial.com with promo code Tyler10, pick yourself up some great gear, and enjoy training with style. Now would you look at that? Perfect timing as I was able to do one whole ad segment and get a guillotine off at the same time. And to add insult to injury, even his coach was hassling him at this point, just telling him to keep his neck away from me. So like a loyal student, he does the complete opposite and falls into the same trap I've already hit him with like 6 times. He keeps crawling into my guard, letting me get the chin strap, and then I can pull him into any guillotine from any position that I so choose. So I decide to show him some mercy and fall all the way down to half guard so I won't work up into the guillotine this time around. I'm fighting the hands. I know I have to keep those greasy things off of me, but he goes so far one direction that I can easily scoot out from underneath his legs and start throwing in inside Ashi. Now I actually did try and go for the lateral knee bar here, but I wasn't sure how familiar he was with it and I did not want to pop his knee at the same time. So I switch off of that and I go to double treble, giving me complete control, wrap up a knee bar, and with enough torque I do get the submission, though I don't think it was that tight. Nonetheless, I'll take the W, then hit him with one of my favorite wrestle ups that I've shown before. It's a quick knee pick, easy to do and non-committal. If it doesn't work out, you can just let go, but I was able to ride that wave and get on top, and I'm already looking for his legs once again. I kind of want to demote myself for going for so many leg locks in one round, but I guess that's my jiu-jitsu always evolving. After I turn his knee, I get the final submission of this round and finally put him out of his misery. Now, other than the 99 guillotines I did to him, let me know in the comments below how you think he did for my first Canadian purple belt. And look out for the next video where we have a fan favorite returning to the channel.